watch your back. Watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Watch your back, yo, watch your back, yo, you better watch your back, yo, watch your back, yo, you better watch your back, yo, watch your back, yo, you better watch your back, yo, watch your back, yo, you better watch your back, yo, watch your back, yo, you better watch your back, yo, watch your back, yo, you better watch your back, yo, watch your back, yo, you better watch your back, yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. You better watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. You better watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back. Yo, you better watch your back.
We only getting started. Yeah, I got the light. He got the light. We got the light. What you know about it? So much light. More light than a spike in your power bill. Or a match when it strike, we devour ill. They don't know how to feel. Their minds crippled, mental gangbangers. Never saw losers, but we game changers. Rearrange strangers with the Rickens. Next mission, bring the light to your home, electrician. I've been grinding since the basement. If you know, you know, man, you not adjacent. I'm in a league of my own. My soul speaking through poems. Both your speakers are blown for my songs. Let's get it on. I'm ready for the challenge. The dichotomy of dark and light is all about balance. Life's never perfect. Beauty runs deeper than the surface. Album on sale, but the soul not for purchase. Birth this ill style with mild symptoms against them ecstatic. I'm a shock to the system. Warrior. Battle scarred, yet these bars hard. Thus became an author, not the aardvark. I say, this the hard part. Restarted the lost art. Can make a smash from the mouth. I'm an all-star. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Like this, light switch. Life is priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch. Like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, he got the light, we got the light switch. sacrifice a ticket to the afterlife. My mission isn't done on earth. Alert the Xerxes verses fuel my appetite. I have the right insight. World needs the facts of life. Healthy as an apple slice. This what real rappers like. International. Took a vacation. Still working on my sabbatical. Casual but tactical.
Listen up, please.
I'm more than a chess piece. Pawn starving a bargain for scraps while the rest eat. Left me to fend for myself and I conquered where the wild things are with the monsters. As the earth keeps turning, lies keep churning. My eyes see burning. Fire desire with quiet. I'm blessed as 3 sermons. Speaking that breeze, defeat vermin. Billie Jean, you can see the light. Every step that I take, walk with a glow kept to my fate. Like this, light switch, like this, priceless, like this, light switch, like this, priceless. Hit the light switch if you need a light switch, like this, right quick for the night shift. I got the light, I got the light, we got the light switch. Shine on, young king, with the gleam of a colorful dreamer, clean by the redeemer, queens of radiant demeanor, beams of light. I know you've seen us shine bright through the zeitgeist, baking on jewels, hit a nice heist, drop a few gems, then ignite mics. Land of the free, but it comes with a slight price. You are not nice. Rappers want to battle, not a sweat. Quiet is kept like Naruto's wife. He not a threat. Young vet in the place. Masses, brains all trash. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Darkness embraced like a plague, but our light never would be dim. Better grab a pair of shades, but shine all in your face. I got the light, he got the light switch. Navo, we can't stop shining, fam. It's what we do. Paint the sky blue. Feeling a little static shock out here. What? They talk about it.
What up, G? What? Yeah, she do. You better go talk to her. Yeah. Uh-huh. Too fine, too fine. Uh-huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the FRZ unit channel, where tonight we will be taking a look at the final regular season matchup for FRZ, where they take on Anarchy accounting firm. My name is Blake _CS. We have Exploding behind the camera. And finally, QDC, you've decided to join me on a broadcast. We don't have your camera because obviously light is a little bit sensitive to you, but still, it's great to have you back, my man.
It is great to be back. It is great to not just be in the man cave and reading books and to be in total darkness. Now I get to be in total darkness with you and Graham. Oh, it's so good to be back here. What did I miss Tell me about what I've missed over the last 3 weeks.
So over the past 3 weeks, FRZ have been relatively flawless in terms of the win streak. They took victories over Five Frag Gaming, District 13, Puggin for Pumpkin, Squeegee, and Beneath Reality. They also saw a one hell of a run through the PGL Bucharest Open qualifier where they qualified for day 2 of that qualifier, but still weren't able to make it into the closed qualifier. So although they didn't make it into that closed quali, I still think that FRZ, in terms of the here and now, are on the uptick.
That is awesome news to hear. I actually didn't know about that run that you just talked about. So that's actually really cool to hear that they made it all the way to day 2. Here we go against Anarchy Accounting Firm. And this, well, they've already made it to the playoffs. It's just to solidify it and give themselves better seeding heading into said playoffs. As for Anarchy Accounting Firm, I think they're on the verge, aren't they? Oh yeah, they need to win to make it in.
I honestly don't think Anarchy Accounting Firm make it in at all, QDC, considering they're 8-5. We've talked about it all season, how 10-4
They're
is
currently
that record
50th.
that you really need to... Oh,
They're currently 50th. A win bumps them in. A win bumps them in.
Yeah, so I guess based on the placement alone, yeah, it would bump them into the playoffs. So a lot on the lines for Anarchy Accounting Firm, but we've also been informed of some drama in terms of Anarchy Accounting Firm, but we'll hold that for another time. Toasty's able to find a headshot on towards Sasha. Toasty activates as well, and Brox is able to find his own, and it is wraps already, QDC. A successful pistol round from FRZ, and back to the point we were making, on Anarchy Accounting Firm, on FRZ unit, Coach Jeff LaFlavor has informed us that Anarchy Accounting Firm are missing 2 players and are playing with 2 subs, so although the stakes are high, not everyone here.
Yeah, it's a little bit wounded, but it's okay because they're still here to fight and to play for these playoffs. This is the last game of ESEA Main League left to play. And this decides whether or not this team makes it in, or if CNCS Last Hope makes it into the playoffs. CNCN being the team in 48th on the verge of getting knocked out. Meanwhile, for us, if we go up to 11 wins, you know what that means? We'd be either 3rd or 4th place. That would shoot us straight up.
Yeah, and you've got me interested on the whole main division, but Jenny's able to put us on pause once more. 4 kills, Toasty finds the 5th. Relatively solid. Take around, I say relatively solid, but Toasty's going to eat a little bit of team damage, maybe some confidence swinging in favor of FRZ.
Let me just say it like this. Teams ranked between 20th and 4th all have 10 wins. We are the only team left with a game left to play, which is this one in front of us. We're up 2-0. If we win, we shoot all the way past all of them. So past Demolition, past Fathom, past Elation, past Ducky Momo Squad, and past Tem Obvious.
Yeah, and that would, like you said, that place slot, so a lot on the line, and the high seeding of the playoffs definitely helps as well. Sasha and Igron able to find 2 kills early down to the bottom mid, but if you look at the general state of this map, QDC, it feels like FRZ have a majority of the control, the majority of the early tripwires set for when Anarchy Accounting Firm, I'm just going to call them AAF, when AAF try to make their way up towards these sites. And Toasty was the most recent part of that tripwire, but being taken out, that should prompt a push from Sharpie. He's going to hit the floor as well, and Brox, because of the split pressure towards Banana and towards Brackets, is going to be forced on a rotation towards the B site. But at the end of the day, the prize for AAF is going to be that A site.
The A site completely already taken over by Anarchy, and that is beautifully done by the side of AAF. Oh, that's Anarchy. That's AGN. Oh, Anarchy is on 11. That's why. I hate having the coach in. Hopefully they fix that soon on the side of ESEA.
I don't even know if that's an ESEA problem or if that's a just face it in general problem, but in terms of this matchup, QDC, the one thing that at least seems pretty evident to me right now is that FRZ are coming into it with great vibes. The confidence is at an all-time high. We talked about how they were able to qualify to that second day of the PGL Bucharest Open qualifier, and surprisingly enough, were able to pull off a victory, I believe, against Aether, if I'm not mistaken. And talk about a statement win. I mean, that has to be the confidence boost that these guys need, especially when they're about to head to LAN and Syracuse in a couple of weeks.
Huge confidence boost. And I mean, I've seen these guys play over on LAN many a time. I mean, we met each other over in Frag Block, you and I, and we got to see what was at the time the Maverick squad, right? And that is the squad that's right in front of you here under FRZ unit now. So they did pretty well back then. They're even better now. And as they are going to be over there with the, let's say, weakened roster heading into Frag York, right? We're going to be missing a couple teams heading towards that tournament. Teams that we expected to be there have pulled out last minute.
Yeah, but I also think that gives more opportunities for some of these grassroots teams to be able to actually find their way onto that BRS leaderboard. So overall, I think it's a relatively welcomed dropout from some of these teams. In terms of round 4, interestingly enough, FRZ have established full banana control. Lord O'Pies. I thought that said Lord Dopies for a second, but Mr. Pies is going to try and be the first to contest this banana control. Jenny tucked in towards Broom, offers a great deal of support, but immediately is taken out. Toasty is forced to kind of retreat and decide whether or not he wants to actually contest this banana control or try to give it up, but sandbags will force Toasty out of position, forces him into a swing, actually. Lord O'Pies will do the dirty work. Looks at the top. Brox has already arrived to the corner, but with that shot of the AWP, does put a halt to the push of AAF.
So Lord of Pies gets taken out. Nacron can't trade him out. And this leads to a 3-on-3 as Sharpie gets AGN out of his lurk. That's exactly where he was in round number 3. This time plucked out of the round as Acheron throws that smoke. And that leaves Brox once again all alone towards this position of the B site. And as all the util comes over, Acheron once again first in line to take on these fights, but no one's there to take him up to dance. The bomb is planted, and it's a 3-on-3 retake.
Yeah, retake being prepped up. You can see the double push being prepped from AAF as well, but Brox is being a little bit cautious on this entrance, so as Sharpie does make his way in towards the site, he has an opportunity to pincer these Coffin players.
Coffin players could be in trouble here. Brox goes down to Sasha. Sharpie can't deal with the trade immediately, but Acheron's left all alone. He's already got himself 1. He needs himself 3. That second onto Sharpie is huge. Can't find the diffuser until he pulls out that Glock. It is a tie game at 2.
Yeah, tie game at 2. AWP recovered as well for AAF, so a great deal of weight lifted off of the bank accounts. And going into round 5, this is going to be an interesting round for the side of FRZ. They're kind of relegated to what I would say is upgraded pistols and utility across the board. And I'm almost expecting some sort of set play from FRZ, whether that's a nade stack down banana, whether that's some awkward positioning on this A site. But considering Sharpie and Toasty have deagles, I think there's going to be some teams down banana.
I would not be surprised whatsoever. Both these teams have had very, very aggressive stances towards the start of these rounds, and this is no different here. And look at this call. This is an interesting one indeed. A full stack of the A site is demanded.
Yeah, but it almost feels like it's going to be for nothing as AAF are already starting to creep up towards Car. I've already, deployed that CT smoke as well. And so it's a matter of time before, I believe that is Acheron and AGN go hunting in towards this B site. Toasty hunting down mid is taken out by Sasha's AWP. Jenny still has a forward position and can maintain control of top alt mid, and as that smoke is deployed, that will give Jenny the security that he's not known about. Double dink to the back of the head does take out Anarchy's, but it is in order as well, and AGN finds the trade frag. So 1-by-1, AAF are kind of dissecting this anti-eco. Brox is able to even it out. 5 seconds left.
Oh, but his deagle only finds 1. Could have been interesting. We could have had Happy with 1 dig. But,
you know, controversial point. I have an IRL friend that's also into Counter-Strike, and he says that that clip is not that impressive and that the casting is what makes it legendary. And I have never disagreed with a point more.
To be fair, I was on a podcast this Thursday, and one of the French commentators I was with, because this was a French Canadian podcast, and it's all casters from the area, right? And he said he got into casting because of that clip. That one clip is what got him into casting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a... Oh, no, Brox is trying to deny the 8 on. Will hit the floor with the bomb as well, so Brox, all he had to do is stall. But I 100% agree. I think that is a clip that definitely still lives in my mind.
Legendary clip, but also legendary moment, right? It is a huge moment.
Yeah, but speaking of moments, QDC, the moment here and now is going to be round 6. Buy-on to Sharpie is going to be a mag 7, so I'm expecting him to play in towards either long haul or close banana, but with the mag 7 that Sharpie has previously displayed, I'm going to make the assumption that it's going to be long haul. Brock's able to buy that AWP back up, tactical timeout, and the buy of Anarchy accounting firm is essentially complete. AGN is able to scrape together enough funds to be able to pull out the Galil and have enough utility on the back of it as well. And so, realistically, I'm expecting a default coming out from Anarchy accounting firm, just trying to identify where that AWP is, because it feels like this is the round where Anarchy accounting firm can really take the lead, as if FRZ lose this, then they won't be able to necessarily buy right back into it. Actually, now
No,
that
and you could thank Brox for that. You could thank Brox for all the damage that he did in that last round. Towards the end there. He got himself those 2 kills. Those are the 2 AKs that could have been brought into this round. That's the difference between them having 2 Galils and not all the utility. That's that difference.
Whoa.
Oh, Lord of Pies misses everything, but Toasty's still inside of these smokes. He lets them all pass, but he's alone. He needs to go huge, but they're looking at him now. It's too little, too late. And he waited a little bit to activate, sadly. Won't come to pass.
I think he's able to find Sharpie as well. Brock's left on his lonesome in the 1v5, but just has to try and save this AWP as they connect the first shot on towards Sasha. Tries to duck around the corner to avoid a teammate, but just exposes himself to Lord of Pies. AWP recovered, and I almost want to say, UDC, that I disagree with the statement of waiting too long coming out of those car smokes, because realistically it felt like Anarchy accounting firm were completely aware that there should have been a second player on that site, and with the pace that they were hitting and clearing out Back Church, Coffin, and New Box, they had to have known that the only place for that remaining player to be is in that smoke. So I'm gonna say I disagree to that one.
Maybe, but there was a second player that was killed, don't forget, right? So they were 3 on that B site.
Fair enough, yeah, fair enough.
So you could think of it that way. I think you are right. Then again, to be fair, this is North American ESEA main league, as Brox comes in with the Deagle, and that is a huge advantage. It's a 5-on-3 as the Swag 7, and the Deagle open up the round.
Yeah, and huge advantage. But FRZ not able to recover any of the rifles either. Jacko still has that M4A1S. Sharpie gives a little bit of a jiggle towards long haul, but does pay a price for it. Reposition comes in from AAF. They're trying to completely abandon ship towards B, and for good reason. That defensive smoke that FRZ have set up allows them to creep back in and re-clear, but focus for AAF is going to be this A site. And with utility raining in, Bracket's take has begun, and soon to be the A site.
Akron with the op now because of his low health, and shot right to the face of Anarchy. Nothing that Sasha can do either, because Brox is on a clinic. And Akron left alone in a 1-on-5 with 8 HP, and it's Brox with 4 headshots with the Deagle. Man's gone nuts. It's almost like he had an op in his hand.
QDC, I was harsh on Brox the past couple of weeks, missing some crucial op shots, but those 4 kills right there might have just completely redeemed himself. And I don't even know what to say. I mean, that's a round that AAF shouldn't even be thinking about losing, and somehow it comes to fruition for FRZ. So a beautiful conversion. Money's going to be just right as well. Brox has an AWP, but still with $6,000 in the bank account. It's a fast push down banana for FRZ, trying to establish that banana control they did earlier in this half. But AAF are a little bit keen to it. It feels like they're trying to reposition their focus towards this A site and start doing more prodding early on towards A.
Not only should they not have lost the last round, they didn't get a single kill. They didn't find a single CT in that round. And FRZ unit finally stopped the bleeding at 4. They're only 1 round behind now. And they have taken up really heavily forwarded positions as Jacro finds Sasha to open up the round. FRZ unit have themselves another lead.
Oh, mana control is coming in clutch. Little Pies is going to hit the floor. Toasty finds 2. Akron's able to find the trade, but that's the B site cracked completely open. You can see an immediate reaction from the side of FRZ trying to compensate for those kills. And Brock's finding the sole proprietor of that A site essentially locks down the rotations from FRZ. And Akron has a lot of ground to cover, especially considering that bomb is an underpass. And once it's scooped up, only has 30 seconds left to convene around this map. And considering that the money is essentially gone for AAF, they're essentially buried into a 5th round win for FRZ if we look at things in the grand scope. But 18 seconds left. Akron's going to try and creep in.
There is no shame in saving here, as he, I mean, should, but at the same time, you could go for this, hoping that this A site completely open, but in fact, there were 2 assassins just waiting in the shadows to take care of him, tied at 4 now, as FRZ unit grab back control.
Yeah, money not an issue either. We can see, we talked about it in the last. Brox was able to buy up that AWP with a cool 5 bands in the bank account. And after this round, we'll have 8,000 to work with. And let's also talk about Brox currently sits at 12-2 at round number 9. So a force to be reckoned with if you're AIF. And realistically, it feels like they just need to kind of identify where Brox is playing and try to avoid that portion of the map because Brox is on fire right now.
Brox has been shooting like he suddenly turned into prime Nico with that eagle. Let's see what he can do now that he's got himself the op, though. 4-on-4. 4-to-4, I should say. And already, this is looking, sniffing, smelling like an FRZ unit round as Sharpie spots the hit of his first victim.
Yeah, but the patience of AAF is really being put on display. FRZ showing the proper protocols to be put in place. Sharpie's going to try and make his way in towards Big Pit with support from Jackro and Brox with the AWP. But find the first, converts it into a second onto AGN, now has a shooting gallery out towards lane, and once he runs out of ammo in the AK, it's going to be the USP, but it's not needed. Jenny's going to clean it up from bottom mid. The 5th round for FRZ, as we talked about earlier, that 9th round was really crucial to Anarchy being able to keep this tied, but not able to do that, so round 10, money should be in order for AAF. Akron, the only one who hasn't bought yet, but feels like we might see an AWP come out from the T side. I'd really like to see that, considering Brox has been the one driving a lot of the exchanges for the likes of FRZ.
Sasha was doing pretty well that op really early on in the first couple of rounds when AAF were winning their rounds back to back to back, but now with 3 losses in a row, AAF don't have that kind of money. They won't be able to get it once again. If they don't win this round, they probably won't be able to get it for him whatsoever for the rest of this half.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Ron able to find an early trade on towards Sharpie, and in total, that's going to mean that FRZ are a little bit weak towards this B site. You can see a rotation back towards A from, I believe that's Toasty, and just the demise of FRZ, but immediately after this bracket 3 clear comes in towards A, it feels like FRZ should try to rotate a player back towards B, and that's only going to be further cemented by the fact that CT Smoke has made it. The flash is popping over the top, the Molotov hits its mark as well, and all Jenny can do is wait for the reinforcements to arrive.
Ropi's taken down to 7 by the Molotov. Jenny just waiting inside of the church. Waiting for his teammates to come in. It's 4-on-4. And Oh, Toasty can't take care of the player with nade in hand. That was the best fight he could have ever asked for, but Anarchy gets the opening, and Akron there to back himself up. It's a 2-on-1 as Toasty grabs his way up Banana and slowly slithers up into the oranges, and he's clearing this out too slowly. He doesn't have the time to do that. 10 seconds left on this bomb. He needs to get these 2 kills, but he waits too long, and his aversion to the time costs him his life.
5-5 as we head into round number 11. Finances of FRZ all going to be in order, but finally being able to dip into the bank account prevents everyone from maxing out. And in round 11, we see that AWP in the hands of Sasha, so maybe a crucial point of contention for the likes of AAF, trying to identify where Brox is playing and still try to knock him down, because as I talked about, it felt like Brox has been a main proprietor, but with AAF kind of regaining their focus and trying to all-out hit sites rather than just trying to fake B and then head back A, or trying to fake A and head back B, it feels like that little bit of time is just enough for FRZ to gather information and make rotations based off of it. So I'd like to see AAF try to attack these sites a little bit more prompt and not allow FRZ to go hunting for information across the map.
Scoreline though, FRZ unit really pushed up once again. They don't know. They don't like it. They don't want to give this away. They don't want to give AAF that playoff position. They themselves, they want to go up to that 4th position, right? They want to climb all the way up the ladder. And they can with this win victory. It starts with this round as Brox cleans up that first kill, but Trade out the other way. He misses on Lord O'Pies. What could have tied the round instead leads to its demise. Jacko and Sharpie need to save. They could try to go for this, but the money won't really be there if they lose all their guns.
I think buys are possible. Jacko able to find 2 kills, but yeah, is going to agree with you on the save call. I was a little bit in disagreement with this, with saying, you know, they need to save. I feel like there still could have been change gathered from in between the couch cushions to really facilitate a buy, but wanting to make sure you put a stamp on that first half, especially considering you're 5 rounds in, or you have 5 rounds on the CT side. It feels like ample breathing room to be able to have a great start to your T side, and wanting to deal it up at 6-all before going into the second half feels like a good idea. So as our Anarchy accounting firm are able to put a 6 on the board, FRZ will have a little bit of money to work with, but like you said, it's going to be a bit disheveled, and they're able to scrape the buy together. Everyone but Brox has a kit on the belt, plenty of utility to go around as well, so this round number 12 should prove to be a fruitful one. That bottom mid smoke from the side of FRZ leads me to believe that they're going to try and establish early mid control, and that's exactly what happens. Sharpie's running down, he's tucked himself in between the smoke and the motorcycle, but Eyes is taking full banana control. This is one of the first times we've seen AAF try to actually approach banana this early into the round, and FRZ don't necessarily know how to react to it, and that's kind of proven by the fact that Jenny just tries to re-swing in solo. Sharpie activates towards bottom mid. Anarchy's is good for the trade, but the round state in its current position, AAF still need to gather space and try to collect it.
HEN, the lurker inside of the apps. He's been doing that since the start of the game, but he gets clucked out of the round once again, and they still want to go towards the B site. There's 2 players here, and Anarchies and Lord O'Pies cannot take care of it. The game is tied at 6 if we switch sides.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it feels like in some of these exchanges, FRZ are mechanically better and are better individually, but Anarchy accounting firm are able to really dishevel when, or are able to disrupt the play of FRZ when FRZ are trying to play as a team. I mean, it comes to fruition in a round like that when Toasty just throws that front side defense smoke, is able to make a weird maneuver out of first oranges and find both kills. So great display from FRZ to be able to tie us up at 6-all going into the second half. And as we talked about QDC, it feels like 6 rounds on the CT side is plenty of breathing room leading into the T.
There are at most 12 more rounds of regulation left in ESEA Main League's group stage. Once these 12 rounds are done, if there's overtime to be had, then there will be more. But otherwise, it'll be the end of the ESEA group stage as AAF take an early
look at
5-on-3 lead, and the CT side, they think about stacking up this B site. However, FRZ unit, they press on the brakes.
Yeah, and that rotation was prompted by AGN spotting a player. I believe it was Toasty trying to make a fake rotation in towards Banana. Flashbang over the top of half wall will essentially cement the fact that they need 3 CTs on this B site. And you can even see Anarchy is burrowing himself in. AGN finds Jackro and makes it a second, but Brox is able to aim punch him to his death. It's a sole member for Anarchy accounting firm on this A site, but Brox has cut the noise in its entirety and will now establish doubt into the minds of AAF.
Well, it's a 1v5 here for the side of Brox. Let's see if he's able to pull it off. 35 seconds left, and he uses 2 of the 4 nades that he does have on hand, down to 5 HP to try and clear everything out, but he can't even shoot a single bullet before another one connects to his claw.
This round successful
7
for
assists.
Anarchy accounting for Anarchy. Why is that? I have no idea why this team name is so hard for me to say.
You're having a hard time with most of these names, huh? Like, it's rough.
Yeah, something like that. Anarchy accounting firm able to find a 7th, and realistically should be able to convert it into an 8th, all things considered, as FRZ only have Glock 18s, a P250 on Sharpie's hands, and Eagle and Toasty's hands to work with. And to start it, how many is that? 4? Boom! 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 It's 4 big booms. So, fast push towards arches. Dr. New one catch it. Able to start it off great.
Yeah, that's 3 kills for him, but that's all thanks to his nade at the start of the round. That toughened them all up. And so, an 8th on the board, and with that force on the side of AAF, they're still going to get themselves the M4s in their hands on almost every single player except for Acheron. Side of FRZ unit, the Galil's Nakeds come out to play.
Yeah,
What do you think of
going to be the only one drawing the short end of the stick. Go ahead.
What do you think of FRZ unit's T side this season?
On this map in particular, I think FRZ have a very thorough understanding of how to play the map Inferno, and I've talked about it in the past, how Inferno is a very push-pull based map in the terms of how you have to essentially fake one side to draw rotations towards the other. But as the season has developed, I have kind of come to the understanding that in the time that teams are trying to fake one side or the other is when the CTs really go for information collection on the other side of the map. So the longer that FRZ take to make the rotation towards the other side is the longer that AAF have to actually confirm the fact that they're not there. And smokes like this that Sharpie's deployed towards Forge will actually deny information, and that's just going to prompt them to go poking and prodding towards this B site.
As a unit, have players on both sides of the map, and with Toasty with the opening towards B, could scare things, but the double stack on Boiler keeps the idea of FRZ coming towards the A site strong. As Jenny, did he just shoot him through the window? Is that a window? No kill?
Yeah.
Huge. And AGN, could find a free kill here, but instead he gets shot out of the air by Akro. Huge. And Sasha here all alone. He's needed as a one-man army, but he doesn't even get to see a single player spam through the wood. Good night. That's a 7th for FRZ unit. Immediate save. Asked of Acheron here.
Yeah, and this round in particular is exactly what I was talking about in terms of the push and pull, but with an added layer from FRZ. They're able to have initial contact with the utility up towards bracket, but then immediately we're able to find a kill towards CT on B, and that actually put an inclination of doubt in the minds of AAF that FRZ were trying to knock on the door of B, but after the exchange towards brackets, we saw Jenny immediately hop back out of apartments and give that noise fake that FRZ were running away from that A site, and that was essentially furthering the fact that AAF wanted to stay on B, and as a result, they were able to swing together towards brackets. We saw the unfortunate demise of, I believe, AGN as well, trying to collect information, but beautiful round from FRZ and a beautiful display of map knowledge, I'd say.
An instant reaction turns into FRZ units first round on the T side, and the fight is still on. This game has never been separated by more than 2 rounds. And that trend continues.
Banana control established for FRZ. Lord of Pies is going to go hunting down and is able to connect the dots on towards Toasty, but Ekron has his toes tickled till he dies, and there's an additional player to add to this Banana defense. Bosch is able to offer up a spam towards Brox, drops him to 2 HP, and this is when Brox really wished he has that 8 WP. Lurk Smoke is deployed for Sharp to make an entrance, but it feels a little bit deep. Sharpie goes hunting out, but he shuts it down. Jenny also just kind of delaying his peak as well, and that's completely understandable considering his teammate just got completely mopped. Walking up towards Arches. Sasha peeks out, will delete him. In the 4v2, RZ have little to no map control to work with.
Players left alive make that one as Jenny gets double swung on. That is going to be it. AF take themselves once again to a 2-round lead. This time, FRZ unit find themselves with a rough-looking bank account, a timeout to take. You go all in. You put all those chips on the table. Do you hold back and give AAF an even bigger lead as you try to scramble the best buy you possibly can? Toasty's got the money to at least get a hero gun heading into this, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Upgrade pistols and nothing more except for Toasty AK.
Yeah, hero rifle comes out from Toasty. It feels kind of understandable considering the situation regarding the finances. Toasty was the only one that was really rolling in the bankroll, but Toasty is also the main rifling force, I'd say, for the side of FRZ. We've seen some great lurks out of him in prior games, but not so much here, so a lot of weight does lie on his shoulders in round 17. However, AAF have a comfortable lead with 2 rounds and are looking to cement it to 3.
Eagles wanting to go huge again, but this time Sasha finds the ultimate kill. Does not want to let these Deagles carry the round like Brox did over on the CT side. He got a complete clip on them this time around. It's the turn of Sasha to empty a clip right into the entirety of FRZ unit's chances of winning.
Yeah, added contact from Jenny, able to drop Anarchy down to 3 HP, but still... A-side defense, well, not anymore, but the A-side defense was just bolstered down. Jenny able to drop AGN to low HP as well, so there's an opportunity for them to creep their way into the site, but it all relies on Toasty being able to convert some of these kills from lane. Posted on the Moto player and finds the high HP Ekron. There's 2 more players swinging towards brackets. Toasty should be able to put some damage into the bank accounts of AAF, and does. Rifles will be recovered, so that damage that I was talking about might not be all too great, but in the total scheme of things, Anarchy accounting firm finally have broken that 2-round gap that this map has not broken out of.
Now there you have it, double digits for AAF, and they are in the driver's seat. And this is a must-win round here for FRZ unit. They find themselves on the verge of a loss. If you lose this one, how do you head back after the next? This is for all the marbles, essentially, even though it's only round 18.
Down, so the shots will be connected, though. AGN is going to have his toes tickled and is immediately traded by Sharpie. 2 great kills. A-site control is in contest, but Dasha has made his way in towards long haul with that AWP and might be able to avert the gaze back towards this site, but is just going to go hunting in through long haul. isolated on his own right now, but the flip does not come to fruition, and Brox is able to convert the kill. Jenny finds Lord of Pies as well. And UDC, you were talking about how this is a crucial round, and FRZ clearly showing that it's important to them, able to completely dissect this A-side defense and have given themselves an 8th as a result.
Look at the kind of money that they would have had they lost this round on the side of FRZ unit. They would have been in trouble. They have nowhere near max loss bonus either, but 5 alive is huge. No need to rebuy anything but nades. Look at how this bank account is going to balloon on the T side here now. They would have only had 2,400 heading into this next round. They would have been forced to save and play for overtime or go for 2 force buys. And that's not the way you want to go on Inferno. So either way, winning that round was so crucial. And now they have fight back.
Banana controls being contested from Toasty, but AF not looking to really fight it on their own. AGN is able to go 1 for 1, but Jenny completely dissects this bracket's hold and is able to completely throw it into the garbage can. Lord of Pies finds Toasty towards that B site, but I mean, the damage has already been done towards A. Brox with the Glock is trying to clear out the little remnants of these nooks and crannies, I guess I could say, towards A site, but Dom should go down free of charge, and AAF are already sent in towards T-spawn to try and save these rifles. So great
they have
round
no
from
choice.
FRZ. 8th on the board. And in total, it feels like FRZ are back into the driver's seat of this one. I mean, the money's going to be swinging in their favor. The rest of AAF are going to be essentially broke in this next round. And call me crazy, QDC, we might be tied at 10-all.
1 point game, but am I the crazy one for suggesting that with 1,900 loss bonus heading into this next round, that they force around these 2 saved guns? Am I crazy to think that? Because if they save afterwards on 10-10, if they were to lose it, they would still be playing for regulation.
Yeah, you're completely right in that statement. So with round 20 on the horizon, FRZ don't have the money in their back pocket, but AAF still deciding on whether or not they want to force with these rifles. It feels like the right decision if you're asking me, but there's a reason I'm not in the server and behind the microphone.
They've taken the choice. $2,000 in everyone's pockets. They're going to get 2,400 into the next. They're going to be able to play at 10-10 for round number 21. But round 20 is going to be real rough as things open up great for the side of FRZ unit. They lose 2 players to Sasha and his P250 behind Sandbags. But after a little bit brute forcing with an AK-47, it will always come out on top over a P250.
And Lord of Pies just has to kind of try and play for exits, maybe even try to find a little bit of damage to be had, but all things considered, most plants are already being taken into effect. It feels like a little bit of a hunt being thought about, but Lord of Pies is close by. Molotov in towards Coffin will deny anything, but with smoke expended, that is the alarm bell for FRZ, and Sharpie's able to clean it up. Eats the pie in 1 bite. It's 10-all as we head into round number 21, QDC. This is a back and forth battle that I don't think we expected. I went into this almost thinking that this would be a one-sided affair for FRZ, but clearly my predictions are not going to be correct today.
Well, it's good for us because we get entertainment, right? We get absolute cinema. It's been a close game both ways. No one's taken full control of the game, but FRZ unit have won themselves 3 rounds in a row. Momentum on their side. Will it get extinguished or will it be continued? The longest round streak was 4, and that was to start off the game for the side of AAF once they started down 0-2. 4 in a row, go up 4-2, and after that, it's been nothing but back and forth, push and pull since.
Yeah, Toasty's been able to establish a lot of banana control early on, and it feels like that's partially been the demise of this AAF squad. Toasty's been able to just kind of maneuver up banana free of charge and be a thorn in the side and essentially draw rotations if needed. And you can see that FRZ are anticipating that fact by stacking 4 members back towards this A site. And Florida Pies on top of this first one. He's going to look for Toasty to try and walk in, but Toasty is going to crack open this B site. As he keeps hunting in, there should be a little bit of a pump of the brakes from the FRZ squad on A. And as Toasty burrows himself in towards the box, there should be rotations, but Jacko's going to hit the floor early. Trade a double peek from Lane, though, doesn't come to fruition, as Anarchy is going to be forced to re-swing, but there's no way that Brock should be getting that kill. A generational bag fumble from Anarchy gives FRZ their 11th.
They'll be having nightmares about that tonight. They won't make playoffs because of that one miss, potentially, because that could have been a 1-on-3 with the bomb in his hands, right? The round was right there, and he just could not grasp it. Let it slips through his fingers, and now you see FRZ unit on 11. And for the side of AAF, they do not force, they play for OT. Plenty of damage taken.
He's able to find 2 kills. Banana, Ron, will find just 1, but drop down to 3 HP should have no effect. This is the first round that AAF have really tried to heavily contest banana control, and it feels like I said in the prior round, that's what they need to start doing, is trying to contest Toasty's free walk up towards banana, but the eco round is not the round to be doing that.
Sadly, AAF will leave round number 22 with nothing but a whimper, unless Anarchy and AGN are able to do something about the fact that this banana play could be reversed. If they decide to full sprint towards B now, it would be the only way. However, all they will find is desolation towards A. They could maybe go down banana and try to pick up that weapon, but that's about all the kind of salvation they will find.
Yeah, that feels like it needs to be the game plan, is trying to recover that rifle, but I already see Jackro trying to deny the recovery. Shots in towards CT, won't find their mark. Anarchy is going to be playing for exit frags, and GN, surprisingly, still hasn't gone hunting for this rifle bottom banana. Is waiting for a lurk outside alt mid. And AGN, buddy, I feel like you're a little bit lost on the round state here. It feels awkward to see AGN just re-clearing all the way through the map, especially considering that bomb is down, but the late exchange in towards spawn goes the way of Anarchy. He's going to maintain his position here towards truck, and this might actually be enough financial damage if he picked up that second kill, but with the round being cemented, it's going to be match point for the side of FRZ, only 1 round away from claiming that QDC 5th place spot, 4th place spot, and ESEA main season 56.
Spots. Huge 4th place position. Only 3 teams have more than 10 wins. The 17 others below them all have 10, including us. But we still have a game in hand, and this could potentially be the last round of the ESEA Main League group stage.
Yeah, coming out on top of the main division isn't something that this squad is too unfamiliar with, I could say. And oh my lord, Toasty has just full ran up to, there's no way. This round might as well just be wraps. With Toasty all the way in towards CT, he's able to cut off rotations if FRZ were trying to go towards A. But look at this, AAF are completely unaware of the fact that Toasty's made his way all the way in towards CT. So the Molotov in towards Banana will be completely useless as Toasty's able to backstab at least 1 member. Big nade onto the dome of Lord of Pies. He finally hits the floor. Acheron activates from Coffin and finds 2 kills. So the numbers are a little bit evened out. There's rotations underway from AAF, but they feel a little bit late as the bomb is going to be punched in from Brox. And map control, or I should say B-site control, firmly grasped for the side of FRZ.
Now, the thing is, Acheron also saw 4 players, right? So he knows that there was only 1 player that came in with the backstab. But that is all the information you could give. 2 are going to come up banana, and then will they be stopped by Sharpie? He gets the first, can't get the second, but Brox is there to pick it up. Toasty finishes it off, and it's a top 4 position for FRZ unit. Anarchy accounting firm will not make it to playoffs either. An upset.
I wouldn't
No,
say
an
an upset
upsetting.
QDC.
No,
Okay,
no.
okay,
But it's
okay.
upsetting for the side of
There you go.
AAF and elation for FRZ unit. Yeah, that's the concussion talking there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you had me a little bit
Cut my
confused
word
'cause
a
I was
bit
like,
short.
I was like, upset? I don't know if that was an upset, but Nonetheless, QDC, it was a great win from FRZ unit. They have essentially secured one of the top seeds going into playoffs, and we talked about it. Not many other teams are going to have that 11 win record. So to be able to have that going into playoffs will greatly benefit the likes of FRZ, being able to face some lower tier teams in that main division, but still have to put up a great fight if they actually want to make it into the ESEA finals.
48 teams have made the playoffs of ESEA Main League, and FRZ unit have just punched themselves a top 4 placement. They have now put a target on their back, though, by doing this, right? They have put themselves a massive, massive flag right in front of them and said, come get us. Will they
Yep.
be able to live up to those expectations?
I honestly think they will be able to. I think that over the past few weeks that you've been a little bit absent, they've had some strong results against, so what I would call is some strong main teams, and especially considering that we have Crossfire Season 4 coming up as well as Frag Syracuse. I think that all of the uh, all of the stars are aligned for FRZ to be able to have a great experience at LAN, to be able to breeze their way through playoffs, and to realistically be able to have a strong group stage in Crossfire as well. So I'm really excited for the future of FRZ.
With that said, I think it's time to close the stream here. You got anything to say? Any closing remarks for this first season for FRZ unit?
No, I mean, well, first I want to say thank you to the guys behind the scenes at FRZ for giving you and I the opportunity and the platform to be able to bring some great Counter-Strike to everyone and to be able to cover, a team that we personally, or I personally call friends, QDC. I'm sure they'd call you a friend as well. And so it's been an absolute pleasure to cast the regular season. We have at minimum 2 playoff games to cover for FRZ as well. And like I said, I have high expectations for the FRZ squad going into the playoff season. And yeah, that's it for us over here on the FRZ channel. As always, my name is Blakewood_CF. We've had Quantum Deathcat finally back on the cast, so QDC, it's great to have you back, and hopefully we'll be able to see you some more. And as always, we've had Exploding behind the camera, so Exploding, you don't get to say much on the mic, but thank you for providing the HUDs, the in-game observing, and everything like that. And without further ado, we are going to head out, and I actually don't have another match scheduled because playoff schedules aren't out yet, but playoffs, I believe, do start next week, if I'm not wrong, and Crossfire does start this week as well. So some more FRZ action coming your way. Make sure to follow FRZ on Twitter at FRZ Unit, and stay tuned for our next match. My name is Blakert, QDC. We're out of here.
Bye.